Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to XCOM Chimera Squad, where we're supposed to be stopping Grey Phoenix from stealing a starship and destroying everything, but to be perfectly honest, like, mechanically speaking, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of urgency here, to me. I think we can probably just go off and do some side missions, and yeah, we'll come back, we'll deal with it. So I think our plan was to do this, right? A free field team would be pretty handy. We still have a lot of field teams to upgrade, and those upgrades are expensive. 50 Illyrium, I think, matters a lot less because we're not going to need Illyrium for some time. The research we have going on right now is very long. So we unlocked a new special operation. Requires special agent or higher and one or more technology field teams at rank 2. 5 days for the next item you buy in the scavenger market to be free. Is that even good? I mean, committing an agent for 5 days for what is probably roughly 40 intel? Where's the intel? The intel one gives 65 intel and it only costs you 3 days. Maybe as we continue to sort of level up, we'll encounter items in the market that are like considerably more expensive, but for the rate to make sense here, for this intel per day rate, you would have to get an item for free that costs over 100 intel, probably well over 100 intel, because there's an opportunity cost going on. Like, I don't know. That one doesn't seem that good. That one seems like we will literally never do it. Okay, let's free field team. I like it. Unknown hostiles grabbed a hostage and fled to this district. HQ has flagged the hostage as vital to our rebuilding effort. Also, just in general, it's good to not let hostage situations go without us getting involved. So 2 projected encounters. I guess there's no reason to have the infiltrator weave on you. It does make you adaptable. The adaptable passive ability, which doesn't actually appear in your thing here. Hold on a second. If we look at you in here, is adaptable just the ability to use vents? It seems like it should appear on the abilities section if it is an ability that is granted. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter too much. Let's just go ahead and do the thing. It's not like I don't think we have another item to put in there anyway, right? But we probably will, eventually. We certainly have not built all of the support items that we will ever have. In particular, I'm sure we're going to find better versions of heavy padding. At least a better version, probably. Okay, so good visibility at the main door, or seal the deal at the other main door. Well, +3 damage during the breach. The last unit through gets +3 damage during the breach. I think I like Godmother on that. And like everybody else through the other door so that she can be last. Probably makes sense. Yeah, Zephyr doesn't really benefit from either of these things, I guess. Well, no, Zephyr doesn't do her attack during the breach. She probably doesn't benefit from Seal the Deal, would be my bet. This is fine.
Go!
Okay, encounter 1 of 2, so not necessarily worth spending all of our once per mission resources here. But we'll absolutely fearless advance on. There's a Berserker, there's a Paladin. I'm less worried about the Paladins than I am about the Dominators. I think we run up on that Praetorian. I think we want to take that Praetorian very seriously. Plus, we might be able to get him and the Trooper simultaneously with that AoE thing she does. So 98% chance to hit on that guy. Oh, there is an adder out there. I think I'm going to take this shot at the adder. We're not guaranteed a kill here, but if we got a kill here, it sure would make our lives easier. Alright, if we hadn't gotten a kill there, if we had done damage but not lethal damage, then a levitate to finish the job would have been, I think, a pretty straightforward thing to do. We could do levitation, so the Praetorian's going to take 5 to 6 damage from Fearless Advance, right? And it has 11 health. So levitation doesn't necessarily... Oh no, sorry, Breach Fire doesn't even necessarily make this a 1 more hit kind of thing. I think we do just want to Breach Fire him, though. The other thing we could do is soften up the Paladin so that we can take the Paladin out in 1. I'm gonna shoot the Praetorian. May as well take the guaranteed hit, right? And then you are going to do 3 more damage than normal. I think we do just shoot the Berserker. I think this is a really good time to shoot a Berserker. Wow, she really did seal the deal. That was incredible, actually. Okay, I don't think that's a smart play at all. But it will probably prevent him from getting AoE'd, so I guess he's got that going for him. It looks to me like we do not get crowd control on the Paladin and the Praetorian. Yeah, they're just far enough apart.
Demolishing.
Alright, you got lucky and did max damage there. Yeah, I don't see any reason for you to go anywhere. That's quite lucky for us. That was actually a really good shot for that guy. I have a reasonable hit chance right now. Wait, who is this? Hey, who is this? There's only 2 enemies left. Maybe it's a bug? It's gotta be a bug. That's the Paladin. Oh, for some reason, the Praetorian is still generating a thing. That is, in fact, the bug. Alright, let's kinetic shield up. Do we kinetic shield somebody? Is it going to matter? I might just run over here and charge bash this guy. Yes, that he's trivial to knock out for somebody else. Then Verge can throw up a stupor, and with any luck, we get a double stun. I mean, even if we only get 1 stun on the Paladin, that's good enough. Yeah, that's fine. And he should actually still have range to run over and smack the other guy. Oh, what are you doing there, camera?
Hostile is under arrest.
Okay, and now we can just shoot this guy with the shotgun. I won't stop until Verge has been shot at by every enemy in the entire mission. I mean, if I run over here, I bet I get him. It's probably not going to be lethal. But that range bonus is considerable. Okay, easy enough to finish off.
Splintering.
This one felt very easy. Very, very easy. I mean, these side missions are often not that tough. Okay, so the main door... Somebody's going to get marked at the main door. Ooh. So the run and gun ability allows you to sprint and still fire. That is a thing that exists in XCOM 2. It is a very, very good thing to do with a shotgun unit. Enemies deal 1 less damage to this unit during the breach. I mean, nobody's gonna benefit from hard to hit, because if there's enough enemies trying to deal damage during the breach, we're just going to use Phalanx anyway. But I guess this would be an okay place for Zephyr, and then we just leave the entrances in exactly this order. And maybe we put Cherub through last, actually, so that he eats the mark.
Time to move.
Breach! Breach! Breach!
Alright, I don't know how many enemies we're looking at here, but it would have to be an awful lot for it to be a real danger to us. So, a Faceless, a Trooper... Yeah, this is not very intimidating, this group. I guess get started on the Faceless? And then we can just try to kill this guy. Paladin might be harder to control. I might just... Well, I don't want to levitate the Paladin. If I'm going to levitate anybody, it should be the Adder, because Godmother is way more likely to be able to kill the Paladin. But then again, I think I'm just going to Phalanx, actually. So let's do a Breach Fire. Make it so that Fearless Advance takes that guy down. We'll just Phalanx this. So see, it says force aggressive enemies two-target cherub, but it does seem like it only absorbs one attack, doesn't it? People always seem to be able to do whatever they want after that one. Oh, there's a bruiser over there that nobody else can see. Well, we may as well Alpha Strike because this is the end of the mission. There is no chance for a crit, so the laser sight is canceled out by our flaw. Well, I'm going to shoot at him. It's a shame. Yes, the wording on Phalanx is wrong. It absorbs precisely one attack. Not enemies. Enemies singular.
You are go for rescue.
Okay, so the Adder and this bruiser get to go. Out of curiosity, does crowd control work through walls? Looks like the answer is yes. This is pretty cool. Obviously, doing this leaves that Adder in a pretty good spot, though. So I probably would want to use Team Up. Or I would want to flashbang right here. Because if I don't use Team Up now, then Verge can team up Zephyr, and that'll probably win the mission for us right there, honestly.
Present for ya.
Alright, crowd control. Click. She doesn't want to do the crowd control. There we go.
You're too close.
Alright, so we got a disorient and 2 weapon disables, and then we just run back to, like... Is there a high cover available? There is. That Adder will definitely get to hit her. I guess, actually, probably I just want a parry, right? We'll just eat the Bruiser's action with the parry, and then the Adder will attack somebody else, probably, and then we'll team her up, and... Oh, the Adder's going after the VIP. Oh, no. Nope, it was just like, I can do 1 damage. I know I can. I believe in myself. Alright, well, yeah, get Zephyr up here. Okay, so everybody on the table is going to have kind of a hard time with this coming turn. How do we want to take the best advantage of this? Guy going next is over there. He's just going to get punched real hard. We don't have to stress about him too much. And then our whole team gets to go before anybody on their team does. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is just get that trooper. We'll just, like, we'll battle madness him, and then we'll mind flay.
Show them how you feel.
Put your mind to it.
Yeah, just put some damage somewhere, buddy.
Locking down target.
Oof, terrible shooting. I didn't realize he had a shotgun. That would have been really cool if he had actually done the thing. Okay, and I believe that right there is 5 arrests. That said, obviously we don't stop.
Fracturing.
Alright, easy enough. Do we want you to run to here? My only concern with that is that I might actually want somebody else to stand there. But I guess Godmother's the one who's going to deal with the bruiser. She won't need to stand over here to do it. So yeah, this is fine. Zephyr can always just be anywhere that there is decent cover, because she can make it to the place she needs to make it to. Out of curiosity, does this work through walls? It looks like it does. That's cool. It's not useful here, but that's neat. So this Paladin's likely to get a real turn. And I kind of think I'm just gonna let him have his real turn. It's a little unfortunate that I can't get cover from the Paladin here, but you know what? Cherub's tough. It's unfortunate that this is a dash, and so I don't get to throw up a shield first. Let's ceasefire grenade here.
Throwing grenade.
We may as well disable the Paladin's gun. Right? He's disoriented, so he does want to shoot with his turn. I can't believe the grenades are free actions. That seems bananas to me.
I made the arrest. Button done.
Alright, they probably want me to secure the hostage. And we totally will. That's a thing that will happen. Probably. Because I bet it's gonna be one of these things where when we secure the hostage, all of a sudden it's gonna be more reinforcements coming in, right? We're gonna have to escape.
Get a move on.
I assume he's gonna fix his gun? Yeah, cool. Cool, good work, us. Do I want to stupor you? I mean, I do want to get the capture, if possible. I guess we could just walk over here and shoot him and then have Zephyr punch him for the knockout. This gives me a slightly more aggressive position in case I'm right and there are incoming enemies after this. It also lets us put even more kills on Zephyr, which she totally needs. Alright, go secure the hostage. Okay, so no, oh, that's a shame. I was gonna say, there's no reinforcements for such a long time that we should all be able to just pull out. But no, apparently not quite. I kind of think I'm just gonna have her wait too. These couches don't provide cover. That's unfortunate. Have her sit right here and just overwatch that way. Alright, I think from here everybody should be able to withdraw on the next move. Oh, this adder's in. Oh, nope. She managed to stay one space away from the Overwatch. I think I should be able to run out after doing this.
Shattering.
Because Zephyr's very fast. Yep, wow.
Transferring.
Zephyr can just always go anywhere on the map. It is a little bit of a bummer that for some reason Verge can't escape. There's a whole round that goes without him having a turn. It doesn't matter, I guess.
Found a better position.
Can I kinetic shield him before I go? Okay, cool. Now we are super protected against anything stupid happening. Interesting that there's not another indication of more reinforcements coming in. Okay, there they go. Alright, very clean. A bunch of light wounds. Listen, light wounds happen. That's the thing about all this SWAT work. You know, sometimes you get shot. Nobody could possibly do anything about it. It's just part of the job. Okay, we do have some serious unrest in some places. Also, now we have to actually do the mission.
Sealed. Suggest you had a role in the 2015 invasion.
I know you ask, but you do not want to know.
Just tell me this. Did you regret it? Any of it?
Why do you think my dossier is sealed?
That's not an answer.
It is not the answer you want, but it is the answer that is best for us both.
Well, that's very interesting. Okay, a big knife. Godmother takes reaction shot at enemies that get too close. Okay, definitely valuable against certain kinds of enemies to get a free shot. If Godmother downs an enemy during their turn, the next attack against them will miss. This is a little bit confusingly worded. because the they that is mentioned earlier in the sentence is the enemy. The next attack against her will miss. I'm assuming that's they've written all of the ability descriptions in a generic way so that they could adapt them to whatever agents you use them for. Obviously, there are only the named agents in this thing, but my impression is they made Chimera Squad with the intent of it being very extensible and moddable so that people could build other cool things with it. So probably all of the ability descriptions are written with that that gender neutrality, but they really should have fixed it for the individual agents in Chimera Squad. I think these are both really good. And I'm trying to think not just what's good in the situations we're seeing all the time, but what will be good in the future. I think we probably want Untouchable, because that lets us run Godmother out into more aggressive positions and then knock down an enemy and just intentionally leave her vulnerable so that she can absorb an enemy turn. This thing's pretty good against adders and berserkers and stuff. I think we'll get more value out of Untouchable. And now we've finished the spec ops that we were working on, so we have a question. Do we want to send somebody out on spec ops again, or do we want to pull one of our scarred agents back to training to drop the scar? I think the crit bonus on... The crit penalty on Godmother is actually fairly significant with her weapon. And it looks to me like I'm going to keep her on the mission for right now. She's at high level. We want to max her out. So I guess we're just going to send you back to this thing. So what do we want to do? We don't need to reduce city anarchy. We don't need to reduce... Yeah, I guess we just want to pick up some resources. So we're still 6 days from spending Illyrium again. We probably don't need to get more Illyrium. I guess Intel? Feels like it's usually Intel. Oh, sorry, I have to do all of the selection stuff and then also press another button. There we go. Sometimes I remember how things work. Every once in a while. Alright, so -2 unrest here, -3 city anarchy. Okay, that should probably have a different icon than this district's unrest. Right? Like, that's pretty ambiguous. Yeah, easy. Or very difficult. You know, whatever. So there is only one encounter here. It's just going to be a real tough one. I'm pretty interested to see how that's going to be balanced, actually. I was assuming, with this being a big important mission, that it would be
Great
3
Phoenix
encounters.
made its move on the starport. They overran security and are attempting to scramble starships. You need to stop those birds from launching. Who knows what they'll do when airborne.
I'm actually really curious about the way suddenly having starship technology has changed. Oh, no, it does say encounter 1 of 3. That said projected encounters 1 on that other screen, right? Okay, maybe I'm dumb. But yeah, I think it's fascinating that we won this war and now we just have starships. I like the fact that the starport is clearly of alien design and construction, because of course it would be. So, enemies deal +1 damage during the breach on this side, but the first unit through the entrance is guaranteed to land their shot. That's interesting. This marks every unit who comes through. So to be perfectly honest with you, I think we probably want Godmother to be the first through here, right? If we're going to give somebody a guaranteed hit, we give the shotgun a guaranteed hit. And then... We can only see 5 of the enemies from this door, which is a little unfortunate. I think we want to maybe send everybody through this one. Or like maybe we send Zephyr through here first, have this be the first one just so that she can be high in the turn order.
Go,
Yeah, I think
go,
that's right.
go.
Because Zephyr going first is so powerful. Lots of aggression. Paladin, Python, and Legionnaire. The Python has 6 health, right? So it's not impossible the Fearless Advance will put him down, but obviously after he shoots. Yeah, that's not ideal. Let's have her be on... Yeah, I guess on the Python. Oh, there are 4 aggressive enemies. Cool. Well, we're going to take that adder down then. With the guaranteed kill. Oh, no, minimum damage. Shouldn't have said the words guaranteed kill, I guess. I think I'm actually going to Phalanx on this one. We'll absorb one of these aggressive shots and we'll get some charge. Gaining charge is more valuable the earlier you do it, right? And then we're definitely going to levitate someone, probably the Legionnaire. Definitely feeling the very difficult, though. Alright, so we cannot use Stupor on the Legionnaire.
Those consoles, you can use them to delay the launch.
Oh, that sounds important. Somebody this round needs to do that thing, huh? I kind of want to crowd control back here. This might cause Zephyr to take damage, but it seems way too valuable not to do it, right? I think we'll probably hold off on the flashbang for future encounters. Oof, that Legionnaire gets to go right now. Then maybe I get the Legionnaire instead. That's probably better. It's going to let that adder do whatever he wants, but he's actually really far away from everyone. I don't know that he'll be able to bite anybody.
Demolishing.
It sucks so much that we did not get the hit on the adder, or did not get the kill rather. All right, delay the launch.
See that
Bought ourselves a little bit of time. Okay, I was going to say that it's zooming over there. I was like, you do not have a shot on Zephyr. You literally cannot see her. Okay, Berserker's up next. This is not ideal. And obviously there's a lot of danger in running toward the Berserker. I guess I can move to here and kill the Python. Or why would I even do that? I would subdue. Oh, you can't actually move into that space? Oh, that's a shame. Well, then I guess I move to here. Subdue the Python. That provokes the Berserker to come after Godmother, and she's untouchable, so she just eats his attack for free. That's got to be the right move. It's a shame that she couldn't do that. She couldn't do it from that space, though. I guess he just ran out of movement. So she's still untouchable. She doesn't necessarily need a shield. Let's see, it's going to be the Paladin after this. What is my hit chance on that Python back there? Or the adder, rather. Very bad. Okay. So I need to just start doing damage, I think. Kinetic shield, yeah, I don't know, man. I can't hit anybody but the Berserker with this, and I really don't want to do that. Maybe I just kinetic shield her anyway. It feels bad because she's going to be untouchable a lot, probably. Maybe I kinetic shield. Maybe I don't kinetic shield at all. Maybe I just move up and try to shoot somebody. Lay down hollow targeting on the Paladin or something. Or we have to get started on this Berserker at some point. Maybe I just roll for the adder because it would be a big deal if it landed. Yeah, it's not a good shot, but okay. Expected. That would have been high value if it had worked, though. So the Faceless probably doesn't have the movement necessary to hit anybody. But obviously, we can't rely on that being true a second time. We do, however, have a really good crowd control position building up. Okay, nice of him to do that instead of any mind control shenanigans. And now you have a big turn. Think I'm gonna battle madness that thing? It's risky. Making them go berserk and attack a nearby target. It really seems like they generally, even when they have our guys nearby, it really seems like they generally prefer other enemies.
Show them how you feel.
I guess we'll see. That thing where the berserker killed the VIP is gonna live in my memory forever. Deeply terrifying. And then do we want to just... We probably do just want to mind flay you, right? May as well.
Fall to my mind.
I cannot do much else, unfortunately. That may not have changed... That may not have changed the number of actions it's going to take to bring him down. So can I get a crowd control that will take down the adder? Yes. We cannot... If I did it from right here, we'd get the berserker too. I guess we need to test. We need to test and find out whether it is actually the case that crowd controlling a berserker causes Zephyr to take damage, because that seemed like what happened that one time. Let's go find out. No, that's totally not what happened. Well, then I have no idea what happened that one time. This seems like a great place to just stand still and parry, though, honestly. We could have her run over and hit the box. It doesn't need to be her, though. So you have a 97%. I'm debating dropping a huge subdue on this guy from this space and then finishing him off with Cherub. I don't really want to spend Cherub's charge that way. But I guess if I don't... No, I have to bring down the, this dude. And we may as well... I mean, if I move to here, he's going to have the same amount of cover he has right now, right? This should be fine.
We're here for that target.
93%. I guess I could just... Yeah. No reason not to. And... So you're in parry mode, you're untouchable. I'm just gonna kinetic shield Cherub. And then we're gonna pressure this dude. I don't want to hit him with the charge bash because I don't want to spend the energy. So I'm just gonna take a shot. Okay. He flipped the coin twice, and one time it came up heads. Makes sense. What if everyone on my team was invincible? That guy is now visible to us.
My mind over yours.
Okay. Maximally under control. I don't even need to do this, but I don't know what else to do. Verge kind of doesn't have another action. Yeah, Zephyr, just go put that nerd away. I just wanted to make sure we got him in the network, you know? Ooh, this must be serious. We're getting cutscenes and everything.
There's only one way into this hangar, through a corridor defended by the best Grey Phoenix has to offer. Oh,
okay, pretty
and
not
the room
ideal.
is full of starship fuel, so don't shoot anything with a warning label.
Will it cook off if I punch it? You know what? I don't plan to find out.
Okay, good thinking there, Zephyr. We have seen things cook off because she punched stuff that was near them. So that's something to remember. I actually feel kind of bad about putting Zephyr in front here because I don't think she's going to get a lot of benefit out of the Vanguard bonus. I guess you can only parry so many blows.
to move.
Alright, so we have 8 enemies, 2 of whom are in aggressive mode. That adder is probably going to be pretty easy to deal with. Legionnaire, slightly less so. We got a paladin and a python and a dominator. Well, I think we want to go into the corner where the 2 dominators are. You would soften up this first dominator, but actually, am I allowed to shoot the second dominator? Better than half? I'm just thinking if we open up with a crowd control back there following Fearless Advance, we could take them both out. Provided the crowd control's not on cooldown, which I guess I don't actually know. I think we're probably going to levitate the Legionnaire and we'll shoot the shotgun at the adder. I'm going to try this. It's low stakes if we miss, but if we had hit, there's a lot of value to be had there. Alright, yeah, just give me a levitate on this dude. And let's get lucky. 74% is lower than I was hoping to see. Yep, that is really crappy. Poor Verge. Verge never gets to have armor. This corridor is definitely something. So we gotta be careful about the explosives. There are a number of explosives. There is a number. There are explosives. There is a number of explosives. That's how English works.
They're getting away. Keep them off that ship.
Okay. Stop enemies from boarding the UFO. Those dudes are going to attempt to flee, and we must do something. That's so many enemies. Okay. So many cunningly placed enemies. So if I want this Dominator, I can get at most one other enemy. That's really annoying. Okay, well, this seems like a time for a flashbang. We have so many densely packed dudes. I'm gonna flash back here. Of course, everybody's positioned exactly far enough apart that it's impossible for me to get good flashes. We could just flash the 2 Dominators and I could worry about the crowd control elsewhere. We could flash... Ugh. We have to flash over here, right? I had to flash the enemies who are about to go. Sorry, I had to flash one of the enemies who's about to go. No, I can get them both.
Present for ya.
Avert your eyes.
And then we don't crowd control at all because we can't. Like, crowd control's not actually better than just throwing a normal punch. Is that right? No, crowd control here is fine.
I'll bring you down.
I'm just bummed out about not being able to get the other Dominator. Okay, did we... Yes, we did do minimum damage on the Python. In fact, we did sub-minimum damage on the Python? I think... Yeah, whatever, it's fine. He dodged. Probably. And you're hovering, but you should actually have low cover from some of these enemies. So I think I am going to leave her in place and just parry. Unfortunately, you spend the parry when you get attacked, I believe, not when you get hit. So even if that attack had missed, it was still... It's possible she's not actually getting the benefit of the cover. Because as we saw last time... yeah, see, there's not actually cover. As we saw last time with the furniture, right, it doesn't... The fact that something is obviously cover doesn't mean that it actually functions as cover. Can we... Okay, there we go. This is an okay way to spend some charge. And then we have this Legionnaire who is getting a turn, and he's just going to get to do whatever he wants, which does suck. Can I throw this far enough to affect him? Ooh, I can. Well, I think we probably... He's still going to get to fire, though. It doesn't actually help us to do so. Alright, then I think I can't kinetic shield. But I think we do need to do this charge bash to prevent those guys from getting where they want to go. I think Cherub just has to eat a shot. Because if we ceasefire grenade, the Legionnaire is just going to repair his gun and then shoot me. Interesting. Is he punching?
This on us.
No, he ran to melee to shoot for no... Wow. Well, that's bad luck. I bet he's very annoyed. I'd be very annoyed. Can we get a lucky big stupor? You know what we should do? We should Battle Madness the Berserker. Oh, I don't even get to try it. Okay, let's Battle Madness this guy then. I was thinking the Berserker could potentially stun the Dominator for us, which would be fun.
Enemies all around you.
Fight amongst yourselves.
Alright, you know you want to shoot that Dominator. Although if he wants to... that's also fine. I was going to say the Berserker would also be a fun target, but no, instead he chose to do nothing. Alright, come on, Stupor.
Your mind falls away.
Man, we cannot... I was about to say we cannot win here, but we did totally just have a Legionnaire miss a point-blank shot for no reason. I guess I can't complain about my random numbers. Oof. It looks like it should do AoE damage, doesn't it? Well... I think I want to just move up to here and... We're not guaranteed to get that guy. None of this is actually cover. I gotta remember that. What is the explosive stuff? It's okay, it is that barrel. I think I'm going to do a scatter shot. So yeah, if I move up to use that as cover, it should be fine. I'm taking cover behind an explosive then, though. There isn't any other cover up here, and I don't want to be next to that thing. Yeah, I guess I just moved to here and accept that I have to live without cover. It's probably fine. This is going to be a pretty good scatter shot. Hard to feel sad about that, right? Now, crowd control is on cooldown, which is a real shame, because this would be a great time for it. I think we just smash the Legionnaire and then run away, though, right? Okay, definitely don't do it in a way that runs you through the poison. Okay, I wish that had been full damage. I wish we'd rolled maximum there, because that would have been really nice to not have to worry about this again, but... We are definitely throwing up a kinetic shield on self.
Popping and blocking.
And then, obviously, just... I'm just going to stand still and punch this Legionnaire.
Book 'em.
So this guy's going to run for the ship, but he's not going to make it. He's not even going to get close. Let's Battle Madness on the Berserker.
Go on. Lash out.
Let's see if this works the way we want it to. Even if he did hit one of our guys, we're very well protected. And no stun. And how much health does that leave him with? Oh, great. Mind Flay is super good now.
My mind overwhelmed.
Wow, that Mind Flayed that guy with like a lot of actual physical force. He flew over the side of the bridge. Which makes it kind of hard to believe that we only knocked him unconscious. It's like he fell a considerable distance while knocked out. It's hard to imagine surviving that. Okay, you may as well just run up adjacent. Well, okay, maybe not adjacent because poisonous ground.
Splintering.
Alright, our abilities are very powerful. And then it sure seems like we're done. I guess run up there and let's find out. Must be more stuff is going to spawn. Cherub's not allowed to move for reasons that I'm not 100% clear on. Why don't you prepare there, my friend? Maybe on your next turn you'll be allowed to move? I guess I just have to walk up to the
Cover me while I
UFO
reload.
manually, which seems pretty strange. Is this our first in-mission reload?
Reloaded.
Might actually be. Yeah, I'm a little concerned here that that we're going to find that we're not able to complete the mission because Cherub can't move.
Shields up.
I guess we'll see if running one person up to the door completes it. Because if we actually have to manually move everybody up to the door, we might be dead. We might have to replay the thing. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's very bad.
Oh, hell, they have one of those things?
Whisper is underreacting. I mean, it's like a baby sectopod, I think. That doesn't seem like full scale. But that's also very bad. Close. We definitely need to get in shooting range. So if you've never played XCOM 2 before, you may be wondering why I am so panicked. I mean, you can look at this thing and tell that it's bad news, but it's like really, really bad news. It is getting the grenade. We are absolutely grenading some of the armor off of that.
Frag out.
Okay, so we shredded 1 point of armor off of it, which is, it's a start. And then you need to run up to here, just get like maximum hit and crit chance. And we are going to endure some damage on this. God, yeah, with our weapons doing the amounts of damage that they do, taking down a sectopod is not going to be trivial. And dude is just permanently stuck, huh? Well, he can still help. I don't know what the hell is going on with him. Overwatch it. Yeah. I dare you to come over here and punch Verge. That's bad. That's a bad sign. Yeah, it tries to keep you off of it by doing that. Fortunately, we have invulnerability on our side. Maybe with enough points of charge, he'll remember how to move his legs. Okay. So the Wrath Cannon's a bad scene, as you might imagine, from the fact that it's called the Wrath Cannon. I think we have to just throw a punch here. He is immune to having his weapon disabled, which is a real shame. Parry. I think that's the best we're going to be able to do on that one. He's at least standing very tall and exposed right now. I believe he will explode when he dies. Ooh. And it turns out parry does not prevent that damage.
The starship is nearly fueled. Stop Great Phoenix before they can launch.
That didn't go as badly as I was afraid it might, thanks to our multiple charges of invincibility. So, we have secure entrances available for some people. Successful shots on enemies will all crit. Well, let's have... So who has the keycard? It's just Zephyr? Ooh, she is in rough shape, dude. Alright, I think we're going to do this thing the way we usually do it. Godmother can afford to be marked throughout the encounter. She's tough. And yeah, lots and lots of crits.
Go, go, go.
And Zephyr, for some reason, is still floating. Which hopefully will give her a huge intimidation bonus on our enemies. Oh, that's interesting. These guys both suck. I'm gonna go for the Dominator. But both these enemies deserve to be advanced upon. So what do we have here? A Praetorian and an Adder. Guaranteed crit. That's a shame. That would have been really nice. We are definitely hovering the Praetorian. And I think it behooves us to attempt this again. May as well Alpha Strike. Okay, we got there. Alright, so is that another... That's a second Praetorian. There's a Paladin and a Legionnaire in the other room. This is a serious encounter.
If they get to that console, they'll launch the ship.
Okay, well that's somewhat unlikely to occur. I wouldn't stress too much about it. Control, we got it. Well, I should probably hit the Python, given what we know it's going to try to do, and also the fact that it has a chance of getting knocked out. Yeah, that's the right thing to do. So where do I want to stand when I do it? Because I may well want to just hit parry afterward, right? This is probably too open a position, like right here, just standing in the middle of that doorway. Because we have a lot of enemies with guns. That Legionnaire plus the 2 Praetorians. In fact, this might not be a parry situation. This might be a run behind cover situation. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Let's hope that the Python actually goes down here. Come on. Big damage. Okay, disoriented. That's fine. Disorient is cool. You know what? I think I will parry right here. Since I'm in cover already. Okay, interesting move. Ooh, and a buff. An armor buff. That's not so bad. So you have been dueled. You are not allowed to... How does this work? Okay, guaranteed chance to hit one another, but you're totally allowed to attack other people if you want. Interesting. Well, I think we're going to do a team up on Zephyr here. Let's make sure that we get maximum turn time. I think I'm going to kinetic shield Cherub, and he's going to stay in a very aggressive position himself.
Armored up.
And then ceasefire grenade. We could throw a ceasefire grenade so that it hits both of those guys. Would I rather have it hit the Legionnaire or the other Praetorian? The other Praetorian might just do some of the same nonsense. I think I want this. And then if we throw up a charge bash, well, that's not just a Praetorian. That Praetorian is named. That's Crew Chief Yarvo. We actually know that guy. Maybe I come over here and do this, because this will leave him at 5. No, it won't, right? Because his... It's showing 4 damage off of his health, but I believe this is affected by armor. Well, I think it's still right. We'll do it from here. Basically, I'm just trying to set this guy up for a Zephyr. Oh no, okay. It ignores armor.
Locking down.
Well, I haven't been paying enough attention. Does all melee damage ignore armor? No. Okay, I didn't think so. It's just charge for some reason. Well, I might still punch him. We have time before the Python goes. Verge can... maybe Verge can get him. I'm actually not sure that Verge can. Yeah, I might just have to let that Praetorian have his turn, because we could punch him and try to get a lucky stun or something, but I think we gotta make sure this Python goes down. His weapon was disabled. That'll show him. And I'm gonna take super cover. Alright, so this Praetorian can't actually hurt Cherub. Ah, you fool, you've only made me stronger. Sort of, kind of. Alright, this is going to be a little bit more challenging. If we We Battle Madness the Praetorian, and then Stupor the Faceless, maybe? Oh, actually, that Praetorian has already been... that Praetorian's on the network already, isn't he? Alright, I'm gonna Battle Madness this dude. Let's have him hit somebody real hard. Hoping the Praetorian... Oh, this'll work. Yeah, I bet I could do something with that. And you could just run into the open. No, why don't you take a shot with your gun bullets? Put the Praetorian on. So we can put that guy down to 2, then he'll go back to 4 on his turn. I think I want to get this Praetorian dealt with. But I guess I could just Mind Flay. And that gets him and the Praetorian damaged.
Cannot resist.
Although I guess it's not really very different because the Faceless is going to heal off the damage anyway. Well, I guess he'll heal off all but one of it. See, actually, that's interesting. So, I have 3 actions, right? Or did I not? Oh, did I Alpha Strike last round? I don't remember. What I was thinking is I would love to get a good scatter shot over there, but it looks like that might be a little awkward to do. Run through over here, like we can take down this Praetorian. I guess I don't need to subdue him. He's on the network, right? So just shooting him will totally do the job. I think I might just do this, run over here and shoot him. Or maybe even run over here and shoot him. You gotta remember, she has Untouchable. But she only benefits from Untouchable once. That's too much exposure, probably. Only 76%. Look at him. He's huge and you can see his entire body. It's pretty important, I think, that we arrest Crew Chief Yarvo, because we've definitely heard stuff more than once about the interrogation value of enemy leaders. So I would love to just get him in the neural network as quickly as possible. Okay, your turn is not a big problem. I'm a little concerned about this Praetorian, though, or about the Crew Chief, rather. His guaranteed hits on Cherub, he just chose not to take advantage, because he wants to flee. What a coward. Ah, they're just far enough apart. Well, I think I want to take down the Legionnaire. Can't do this in a way that gives me much in the way of cover. Yeah, I think I want to take down the Legionnaire. That's just another gun I don't want to have to deal with. Okay, and then this is almost certainly the play, right? The Faceless... Yeah, the Faceless will go down. I'm not worried about that at all.
Smashing extremity.
Okay, we rooted him. That's actually really good. It says he's immune to mental effects, but he still has the rooted icon. I think we can just stand in the open and parry, because I think we can dunk on this Faceless very effectively here. So you may as well move up to a real position. Oh, you're one movement short of being able to move to the place you obviously should move to. Get him around to there, though. That'll open up his vision a little bit, at least. I think we want to take the Faceless down, with him and Godmother. Yeah. Crew Chief Yarvo's not going to make it to the spaceship, so this is the priority.
Shifting.
I guess, actually... No, I can't quite hit him. I can't quite subdue him from behind cover. Also, I can't believe that was a 97% and not a 100%. Interesting. You don't have charge right now. Probably you need to kinetic shield yourself. And then just shoot the crew chief? I guess the paladin gets a turn before the crew chief does. So this way, the crowd control that will be off cooldown on Zephyr's next turn will take down the paladin as well as damaging the other dude. There we go, and now we just stack damage. You may as well parry again. Alright, so we got two people right in front of him, both of whom are completely invincible. You have a great shot. Yeah, we don't have Verge actually shoot his gun all that often. He is very good at it.
No ammo.
That's okay. You don't need ammo. The important part of your gun is the back, it turns out.
So that's it then. Crew Chief Yarvo is gone. We're stuck here. Very well. I shall direct all of our forces to stand down.
Wait, really?
I accept your surrender?
It does not matter where you send us. This world remains our prison.
Yeah, okay. I do feel bad about that. That's not great. I was not expecting... Okay. Is it a plot, do you think? Is this some kind of terrible muton plot?
Good work, Chimera Squad. Your quick thinking prevented significant damage to City 31. And yet, Grey Phoenix was not trying to flee to the Elders. They wanted to go home, or find a new place to call home. How they went about it cannot be excused. But I will advise XCOM HQ to consider this development.
Yeah, again, they're doing a good job of making it not like rah Phoenix, Chimera Squad and XCOM are always right. The violence they deal is always noble and justified, which I really appreciate. You know, even little gestures in that direction.
After reviewing the intel from your investigation, we're left with more questions than answers. Grey Phoenix sought to steal multiple starships from the city's starport. This required secrecy. Mayor Nightingale's death made their goal more difficult to achieve. Worse, there are clear signs they had external backing. Until we know more, we've designated their silent partner, Atlas.
Should we run down leads on Atlas?
No, there's too little to go on. Mayor Nightingale's death remains your priority.
You mentioned two other groups who could have aided her killers, but...
Focus on one. If Atlas becomes more than just a theory, we'll update.
Okay, so presumably we're moving into phase 2 of the game difficulty-wise, I'm assuming. So, the progeny has intensified initiation rates for thralls, resulting in greater damage endurance, so more health on their thralls, which we don't really know what that is. Or the Sacred Coil, which has a brood clutch of chrysalid eggs, and the means to deploy them as living weapons. If it is the case that we are going to have to take on each of these in order, and, in an order of our choosing, and they're going to get more difficult each time, I kind of want to take on the Sacred Coil now, because I don't want to see what happens after the chrysalid eggs, right? I think that's reasonable.
Sacred Coil is what happens when former Advent officers find religion, or create one. They claim to be the true path for City 31's hybrids, as long as that path involves armed sedition.
We need to know more. Yes, we do, in fact, need to know more about Sacred Coil before we can proceed with our investigation. Ooh, new recruit. I'm very excited about that. But first of all, wait, is this the button I clicked? I thought I clicked the button to process that promotion. Okay, well, Axiom is very punchy. We already have a very punchy guy. Patchwork and Shelter. Okay, Shelter's the one who swaps positions with people. You know, I took Torque so that we could play with movement stuff, and then I haven't really gotten much benefit out of that. Locked Dazzle. Agent launches a psionic blast that disorients all enemies near the breach point. Targeted enemy is disoriented for an extra turn. That's a pretty cool breach ability. What do we need? Gremlin scans the room, applying hollow targeting to all enemies. That's interesting. And she gets free hack without having to carry a card. Let's go for Patchwork, because I like the idea of Chaining Jolt. What does this guy do? Agent charges to a target and smashes with both fists. I mean, we've seen that thing. A higher rage improves the chance to apply a disable. How does rage work? Rage can be increased manually or by taking damage. Okay. Increases the risk of going berserk, but makes you better at disabling. I think we're probably looking at Patchwork, or Shelter. You know what? Let's go Shelter. Let's take another psionic unit, because psionic stuff seems to be very effective so far. Relocating people into danger and then throwing a shield up on Shelter seems okay. I'm sorry, I'm so torn. Let's Patchwork, because multi-target damage. Yeah. And now we promote. So, recharge. Using Charged Bash to render an enemy unconscious refills one charge. Or, allies with the kinetic shield gain 15 aim. I like this. I like being able to maintain your charge once you generate a single point, because the Charged Bash is way better than the non-charged one. I think that's what I'm going to take, but this is certainly very, very cool. Man, that's a tough choice. I think those are both really interesting.
Patchwork, when did you get in?
Not so long ago.
What's wrong?
I spec'd out a whole workshop for our field office.
Which is currently sitting in a warehouse while they finish the building. I'm sorry.
I'll be fine. I just need to find a place to tinker.
Pick any open floor space.
There's so much of it.
So let's have a quick look at her. She also has reprogram a robotic enemy and take control of them. We haven't really seen any robotic enemies, right? But we know there are certainly robotic enemies in XCOM. 4-turn cooldown if the attempt succeeds, 1-turn cooldown otherwise. That's neat. Okay, so now that we have 7 agents, we can run the assembly and spec ops and training and have a full group on the APC at all times, which is awesome. We have a critical mission. Unrest is becoming more serious. From now on, any ignored mission will add 3 unrest to its district. Any ignored situation will add 1 unrest. Well, we're not going to have that many ignored situations, thankfully. Yeah, okay, so we have a mission here that we have to take on. Obviously, we're not going to start it now. I was just kind of curious what the table looked like. We have some stuff growing in some places. We have the scavenger market available. A superior scope, a frag grenade, and an advanced autoloader. Oh man, you know what? I keep forgetting to equip. I think we have a plasma grenade that I did not bother to equip on anyone. Alright, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move one of the Scarred agents off of the team into training to clear the scars. And by one of the Scarred agents, I mean Godmother. Because who cares about, mobility increase? That's interesting. Because who cares about crit on Verge? I guess we have been having him fire his gun a little bit more often. New guy get in here? Or do we want to... I might want to level Terminal up first. Well, we're probably in a relatively easy portion of the next phase, right? As we just begin to gear up. This might be a really good time to get the newbie rolling. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and we're going to take on this mission that we have to take on, but that sounds like a tomorrow problem. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow. We're going to electrocute a whole lot of people, probably. And we'll see you then.